Yeah, we good. Good? Yeah, sweet. Amazing! We are live with the Masters and Juniors portion of ZLTAC 2025.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, it is Plank and Little Bo back again. We commentated first day of round robin. We're back. Dynamic duo, going crazy. Okay, so for those who don't know, Masters and Women's will be rotating. Masters and Juniors will be rotating in and out. So they'll go Masters, Juniors, Masters, Juniors, Masters, Juniors, rather than 5 in a row. Gives players a break. Yeah.
One break game, chill out.
Yeah.
Masters are old, so they might need a break.
Absolutely. We actually have a chat over here now as well. Excellent. And then if I could get players up again.
I guess we'll see what game goes in first too.
Absolutely. Do you have any people that you're backing specifically? You got to be backing Arbel and stuff, right? Yeah.
So I have two masters in my team, both Arbel and Drake.
Yep.
Arbel's won already, so it's Master Arbel.
Yep. Okay. Is this Drake's first year or is it?
I believe first year for Masters. Yeah. So we'd like to see either of them take it out. And then for juniors, we have Kieran,
Carlos 3. Could be a crazy juniors pick. Could be crazy juniors pick.
What about you?
So I'm unsure for Masters. Look, if I want to go full Queensland supremacy, I could be like Stingray, Mopar, Zeropa.
Yep.
But like, I think Gustus has been playing pretty well this comp.
Sure.
Like, Gus has also gotten pretty close in like solo events, and I think he's played Masters last year as well. And he did quite well. Look, Master Mopar already exists. This could be an arena where Mopar goes crazy again. So definitely one to look out for.
Bro literally built it, so.
Literally. Otherwise, I would be pretty keen to. I don't know. I'd be keen for like a bubbles or something to go through, right? And then for juniors, so my goat Fibonacci he's one of our
the news,
he's one of our like intermediate homeschool league players that has come up to play juniors for this year. I'm really backing my boy. He goes crazy. He was pulling like 30k solo games when the next highest in junior league was like 18. So it's like it is junior league, but he's going crazy. And he's come off a podium off women's just now, so she'll go pretty good. Otherwise, I'm keen to see people like Dirtbag, Moss. Look, juniors, I'm actually probably looking forward to.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there are some really great players.
There's a lot of people that could take it too, like just come out on their own.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like, we've got a previous juniors champion with Jelly in here now. It is on H Pro. That's the whole argument with Jelly right now that we've been seeing is that H Pro to H2 it doesn't like will it carry over?
Yeah, surely the favorites around like either Moss or like Panda's really good too.
Yeah, I think Moss is going to be someone really crazy to look out for because in solos he does well in solos, not even in Sunny Kills.
Like he was in solos finals as well. So definitely up there.
So he could like solos.
Yep.
Hello. But yeah, we're just going ahead with our pre-Masters briefing is what I'm looking.
Yeah, so it looks like Masters first then.
Yep.
See all them lined up.
By the sounds of it, Rat might be missing out on juniors.
No, that's not good.
Hello, Cameron Adams. Cameron, shush your rat lips. Shush.
Real name Cameron in the chat.
Real name Cameron. I've seen this real name Josh jersey that he's wearing. That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, both him and Dart have.
Oh, Dart got one as well. That's so good. So funny. Now, I noticed that Mad Pup played women's and Masters. I swear Mad Pup looked younger on the camera.
You think so? Yeah.
Than to be a Masters, but I don't know. I think that's one of Kansas' relatives, a cousin, or
I mean that checks out with like the Mad.
I'm pretty sure because they've come in for women's. Kansas has been sitting in the floor and goes, "Oh, you're playing women's."
Yeah.
Oh,
that's cool then. That's cool.
Hello, Nivier, and hello, McNutty.
How you doing?
Oh, great. So we have our Masters walking in now.
Yep.
Now, in Master Guardian, is that like was his alias Guardian and then he's won Masters before?
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Look it up actually. Look it up real quick. When are you on it?
Because it would have been a while back. I started in Bendigo and he hasn't I don't remember him playing Masters otherwise, but I think he's like always a pretty solid contention for side events. He did pretty well in Law. I think he got high round 2, so
Hello. Yeah, I think Guardian was quite the goat back in his day. Kind of crazy.
Beefy says, I believe talking about Mad Pup is Callum's sister-in-law. Which,
Yeah,
okay,
well,
cool. Yeah, good to know.
No.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, so Guardian actually won Masters in 2014.
Okay, so, well,
So,
back,
yeah,
but
yeah,
that would have been... That's prior to H Pro Nats. That's a Nexus Nats, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Because
It was in the first year.
No, our first year was
Get ready to
2015,
play.
Bendigo. Yeah, cool. So looks like the game is going to go ahead and get started. They actually don't have a lot of action in any of the bases or on the mez right now. I think people are all hanging around like those middle areas.
Yeah, for sure.
Coming off the back of solos,
Go.
I think a lot of these players will kind of know where to stand at this
for sure.
point. We've had a lot of action towards the back door of green, back door of blue, and mezzanine have been like the three.
Usually front door of blues are a bit less busy, but there's still people packing like crazy there.
Yeah,
It's
correct.
less contested.
There was about 4 of them in solos. It was usually
Yeah,
like Grub, Method, Cam, and stuff were sitting
Yeah,
around
yeah.
there.
And there's like usually a bunch of people between red and green.
Yeah,
Interesting to see if it stays the same for Masters or people are just like doing whatever.
yeah, absolutely. So going off right on the rip, we see Packing taking a pretty nice 6-1 lead right now, I believe.
800 TR now.
Yeah, Packing starting off really strong. I believe this is Packing's first year. He's still
Yeah,
going. 900%
Going
tag
easy.
ratio and 1300 right off the rip. Bubbles is following nice and close behind.
Dragon up there too, going up there as well.
Ramp's too hard for
Yeah.
old players. So true. Well, we won't see anyone
Yeah,
on the
going
mezzanine.
That might actually be a shout. Yeah, Packing's still just in blue, just kind of dominating his area.
Yeah, absolutely. See a couple of people hanging around green. Yeah, I see that like Gus Guardian
Yeah,
duo
who
in
else
the
is
back
that?
door of blue
Is that
there.
Arbol as well in green?
Oh, yep,
Let's go,
Arbol.
Let's go Arbol.
I believe Arbol was hanging around there in solos. Like
Yeah.
it was kind of his
I think
spot
it
around.
was a lot in, like the front green L.
Yeah.
And like gone back and forth up the ramp stuff too.
Yeah.
But we haven't actually seen anyone on the ramp so far.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy.
interesting.
I wonder if people are even going to go up there to reload. Like
Yeah, that's true.
it's the ramp is just too long.
They could be like front green, but like, oh, I'll go onto the back reload.
Yeah.
I'll say Packing is still dominating, still on 325 TR. Dragon's up there as well. Gelson's behind. Nazca actually doing really well as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dragon's also come off the podium of women's just
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So
Second
she is
place.
definitely a fierce force to look out
Yeah.
for.
In form for sure.
And considering that she got to I think round 3 in solos as well, like she's had so much solos experience right now, so going exceptionally well.
Yeah.
The Packing, yeah, still just taking that 320% tag ratio lead.
Yep.
Kind of hovering around green, I believe that's him, or is that
Yeah.
Mopar? I can't really tell.
Oh, I believe Mopar was just in red, so I think that was Packing
Okay,
in green.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, in solos, Packing was playing a little of the connector between blue and green. So
Okay,
we just
yep.
there.
Oh, I remember that actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
remember seeing him
But
stand
I
there.
was contesting it a bit because good spot to back for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. See someone last line in green right now.
That's Drake.
Drake currently in green. Kind of just getting the gauge. Look, that 7 spot is actually pretty strong because
Yeah.
what we've found is that a lot of the people when they finish up in green, there's like the points have settled down. Running to that front door area to snipe down the ramp has been
Yeah.
exceptional. Like that's where a lot of the points come from. Stalker won solos. That was like
Yep.
his kind of
Spot, right?
his line that he ran.
Yeah, same thing too. Of like a lot of people duel on like the front door of green, so if you can just like sit back and just get 3 points really.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so Packing taking a beautiful like 900 tags, like point.
Dominant start.
Yeah, it's going
Fine.
very, very
And
strong.
Dragon's still up there. Bubbles as well. Arbol looking for his repeat of Masters.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see a couple of the hot picks kind of struggling a little bit right now.
Yeah.
Zeropa and Mopar starting a little bit lower.
Yeah.
I have no idea where Zeropa is. If he's playing anywhere that he did in solos, he's been up in this like blue jungle area.
Yeah. That's interesting too, because I do see like quite a lot of people in like the back door of blue just there.
Yeah.
Probably about 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, so what he was doing is he was sitting here
Yeah.
on that wall and then was just like high hold on the wall, just firing down the
all
mezzanine.
like on mirrors, right?
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
That was pretty contested in solos, but like there's a slight difference.
Yeah. Oh, we've had a term. Is that a
What was
Mopar?
Yeah,
That
it
is
was
a Mopar.
Interesting.
It's going to be a hard start for Mopar. Another
It's
Packing's been
dude.
termed as well. I wonder if they've run into
What's
each
the
other.
relation?
Yeah.
That is rough, especially for packing. It's
Yeah.
quite dominant.
That puts packing in a very, very tough spot
Yeah,
now.
it does for sure.
The terms aren't as like heavy as they are in a team game, but like it will make all the
I mean,
difference.
it's still 500, right? And a game with no bases, like that can be a big difference maker.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do see Dragon kind of crawling the gap back a little bit closer. Packing is still just holding that really strong 28-17 lead.
Yeah, for sure.
Member leveled up.
The main thing, I guess, is just how it affects the mental, right? Like, surely packing knows he's doing really good. Hopefully the term doesn't affect him too much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, another term too.
3 terms. I'm gone.
Yikes. Okay.
That looked like it was at the back door of blue.
Yeah, okay, interesting. Stuff's getting serious in Masters right now.
Yeah. I feel like the refs have been on low-key a little bit of a rampage like...
They're going crazy.
Because what was it? That one Parasomnia game where five or six of them, like there were 5 or 6 terms given out on one team.
Yeah, it was like all in the mez too.
Yeah.
It's like just one spot.
Still see Drake holding around.
Drake's on 7.
Blue is very busy.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
that seems really weird too, right? Because in solos it wasn't as busy.
It wasn't as busy. It was like really quiet. There was like 2 people hanging around.
But everyone here is in blue for Masters, right?
I think people are definitely starting to recognize that. I reckon that mirror spot is very good in solos. And hence, like, they're getting contested and they're just pulling all the way back, right?
That makes sense too, right? Because Zeropa's now shut up too. So if he is in mirrors like he was in solos, then he'll be getting so much back.
Absolutely, yeah. So Zeropa's pulled up pulled up heavy. He was sitting down towards that like lower half of the ladder, and he's come up with 3,700 right now. Bubble's still holding an exceptional lead, 33-24 at 39.
Where Bubbles would be too. Give us a bit more to blue than like more for him too.
So we've seen Bubbles get really close in Masters a couple years now, haven't we? I think it's been 2 years, 2 or 3 years he's been on podium.
I know he was like what 4th or something last year.
Okay, he was he 4th or was he on pod? I
thought he was on podium. Yeah.
I think it was Hobart that he wasn't on podium, and then Bendigo, I believe he was.
Yeah. Okay, so he got 2nd last year.
Yeah. So super close. Could be the year of Master Bubbles finally.
Like it's popping off now. Like keeps it up.
Yeah.
Easily.
So yeah, we have about a minute and a half left of our first Masters game here.
Yep.
The gap between 1st and 4th, 1st and 5th even, still very close. That 5th and 6th is like a little bit bigger.
There's one tag in it.
Yeah, quite literally. Which we love to see from a solos game. Makes for a very, very tight game.
Yeah, packing is still kind of dominant. Without the term, packing would be like going crazy. Still.
Yeah, he'd be winning. He'd be 4,700 right now. So
him running through green. Interesting to see that there's like no one really around red too. Like everyone kind of was around there for solos, right? But not for this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, CV's just confirmed our bubble second. He's like remembering who his biggest competition was.
Oh, I remember that guy.
Yeah.
Member leveled up. Well done.
Yeah, Zeropa's still going off. Holy tags like 4. He's just getting all the tags.
Absolutely.
Surely they must like all be in like backdoor blue somewhere.
Yeah.
Just like not looking at them.
Yeah, absolutely. Wherever Zeropa is hanging is
yeah.
He's like just picking up tags real bloody quick.
Sure. Remember that spot.
Yeah. He's tagging Drake right now, so I'm assuming he might be around green. Thinking he might be in green snake, potentially.
Yeah, I do see some people back there.
Because Drake is there.
Drake's there, right? Maybe on check Mez real quick. No one in Mez still, so he's not there.
Yeah, I reckon he's in green. He's kind of developing that whack spot.
Yeah.
Now, in solos at QPL, he is very notorious for sitting there. All of 3 of like the Spartans, like solos players, like Cans, Zeropa, and Potato. Like I haven't played Stalker in like a QPL solos or anything, but all 3 of them notorious for sitting in like that beefies area. It is very strong because I think you can just have so much cover and you can like cover yourself from each way and watch each way. But yeah. So first game, Zeropa pulling a massive 6-3.
Yeah, massive.
1k gap on Gustus in 5-3 and Packing holding a 5-1 even with a term. So
still good. Yeah, still good. Great game for back.
Very, very good. I am going to use my trusty little whiteboard here and write down some of the big scores, some of the big names that we're going to be expecting.
So really, all of the top 5 kind of in contention, right? Like Zeropa was a bit of a lead.
Yeah.
But like Gustus, Packing, Bubbles, Dragon, all within like the 5k kind of mark, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
From there. Then like Cigarette not too far behind. Garden not too far behind as well with a term.
Yeah.
Then
I've always been a an advocate for having Masters Europa. I think he's got the skill for it. And
Yeah, I mean,
if it's any year that he gets it, it's this year, right?
yeah, I mean, I believe he is like one of the big favorites for this year, actually.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
a lot of people were talking about him. So yeah, be good to see.
Now, I'm absolutely wondering if people recognize that Packing went crazy that game because showing on the summary board, he did have a 9 tag streak.
Yeah, he was absolutely mental.
Yeah, I know that if I was in a solos like that, I would be calling that guy out instantly. This guy's going crazy. This guy's going crazy.
He's got 9. He's got 9.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. What age does Master start from? It's 35 that you need to be.
Interesting too, right? Like, there's as people get up in the ages higher in the comp, right? There's just more people going into Masters, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, going into our first juniors game now. Let's see where people are kind of hanging around.
Oh, that's a
Hazmat,
term.
Hazmat setting off the
That's a term.
setting off the half height.
2 in blue.
Yeah, look, Innie's going to her spot in blue. This is where she's gotten her like podium in women's.
Yeah.
It looks like she is contested by someone else, whereas there is just nobody in red or on the mez anymore.
Surely someone goes mez.
Right?
Surely at least one person.
Like it surely just isn't just the dart spot.
Ready.
Whack is cheering on Dirtbag here. That's Dirtbag's dad.
Yeah.
Very keen to see how everyone goes. It is a little bit of a smaller juniors this year with only 12 people. Look, people are desperately going to be looking for tags with that few people, less than a team game right now. So, as we get cracking on, maybe there's a bit more. Maybe there is. Oh, there's 14. It says over here,
Yeah. So Rad did actually make it in. I was seeing.
which is good. Yep, he got in that 10 seconds. We had Chip to call out. So Rat is off to a nice 500 point lead with Shaz and Kieran hanging on that close behind. Obviously, first minute of the game, you can never really tell how people are doing, but Rat is starting off quite strong. Jelly with a 400% tag ratio as well.
Any up there, Rizzler up there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, putting the work.
Yeah, definitely seen some people hanging around blue. Damos is there. Somebody's just heading to backdoor of blue now.
I think a lot of this juniors is just going to be like, where can you find the points, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's only 12 in there. It's just like, who can you find and who can you kind of just duel the whole game?
Yep.
Sure.
Dirtbag in blue there currently. Lots of action in blue with Arden, Dirtbag, Damos. Rat is hanging in the front door of blue area now as well.
Yep. So,
I reckon the front door of blue is kind of a sleeper pick for like a good spot in solos.
It's pretty good too, right? Because you can like see into the back blue bit.
Yep.
Where people shoot into Mez. You can shoot into Mez, then you can go to like
into connector, and then also shooting up the ramp. Like
especially into green too, right? So like so many people play there. You just go back and forth between those two bases, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Very, very good.
So yeah, still looking pretty close. Rat is sitting at a nice 12-8, Arden on a 10-6, and Innie on a 9-7.
Yep.
Who else are we looking at? Keeping a close eye on Fibonacci and Umbra. They are two of our Brisbane League players.
Yeah.
Two of our younger players that were keen to give a little bit more competitive laser tag a go. It's going to be a great taste into like how everyone plays. They only see so much from League, right?
Sure.
So, keeping an eye. I'm kind of wondering where they will be standing. That's Umbra walking around in green right there.
So Umbra in front door green.
Damos hanging around in blue. Blue is where the action is at in juniors, apparently.
Coming into about 4 or 5 people there. There's someone playing connector.
How is that guy wearing tracksuit pants? How is Kieran wearing trackies right now?
That's like the only thing he wears too. Like all in WA League, he's just like
in WA as well.
Yeah,
he's so bloody hot everywhere that
he always turns up to League. He's just always playing in trackies.
God,
no one knows how he does it.
I couldn't imagine. You'd be sweating like.
It's like I know, right? Like, but he still wears it. Like he's gone crazy.
So here's some action. Yeah, I know, right? Rizzler taking off quite a strong lead right now, 2,400. That top 3 kind of has top 4 kind of has like a nice little gap amongst themselves, but Rizzler is just kind of taking the cake about 4 tags up.
2011 is almost like 200 TL too.
Yeah, for sure. What is his photo? Oh, it's Optimus Prime.
Yeah, because that's Rockets, right? Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
The Transformers tree, right? So, yeah, still someone in blue. Looks like people are just like left blue a bit.
Yeah, for sure. It's just all that kind of like mid play right now, I suppose. Dirtbag having a all right game as well. He is definitely one of Brisbane's favourites to win juniors. He's probably like our go-to like person. Very keen to see how Arden does. I believe Arden got 8th in women's just then, so also extremely warmed up. So
for
and
sure.
is doing quite well.
Yeah. So still no one on the mez too. Like it's just been like
It's just empty.
Yeah.
Like nobody's. I haven't even seen anyone go up there to reload. Do you reckon they've turned it off? Like
It's the reloads.
do you reckon they turned the middle reload off?
Like surely not, right?
I wouldn't think so.
Surely people are just like not finding points up there or something.
Yeah, potentially. But like, I can imagine that if you'd go up there and be the one person going up there, that you would get heaps of points.
Like, especially if there's like so many people in front door blue.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
many people in back door blue too. You just shoot all of them, right? Like,
Yeah.
Especially uncontested.
Absolutely. And what people don't know is that you can obviously get shot off the mirror from backdoor of blue to the mez, but you can do it the other way as well.
Yeah.
It's a little bit harder to hit the shot, but sitting on that left part of the wall and shooting back towards the mirror is definitely doable, and you can fight the person.
Even as a lefty on like the right one, right? It's a high hold. To,
Yeah.
The person on mirror. It's super awkward there.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
you're like dueling the mirror against the person, just like not them themselves.
Member leveled up.
Um,
Well done.
Yeah.
We
Currently,
see
just
Rat up there, Innie getting some good points too.
Yeah.
Rizla as well. So it's like the top 4 are kind of all close to each other. Right?
Yeah, and he was having definitely a slower one towards the start and has
Member
picked it
leveled
up a little
Well
bit.
done.
See if we can find these players. So
Heaps
like-
of action of blue.
there's probably like 5 or 6 in blue still.
Moss is hanging there.
So half the game. See Moss.
That's Fibonacci walking around.
Yeah, okay. So we see Kieran front door. He's doing very good too.
That's with Rizla. And he's at back door. Arden's at front door.
Yep.
Everyone is at blue. And I suppose in a smaller solos game, that might be what happens, right? You're not going to be spread out because looking for the points is going to be absolutely
Yeah,
atrocious.
for sure, right? It's just who can find the most points to tag.
Yeah.
It's like the name of the game.
I think Shaz has currently figured out that like, oh, I'm not where the points are right now, and is like heading back through there.
It's like, oh, quick, what do I get? Not here.
Arden's fallen off a little bit, kind of sitting in that middle of the pack with like the jelly and such. Moss not having as good of a game
that's
as
interesting.
we expected.
I feel like a lot of people kind of went into it being like, oh, Moss is going to dominate, but
Yeah.
not this game at least, right?
Cyrix says maybe the middle cam is frozen because there's no ref on the ramp.
Well done.
Yeah.
Potentially it's just like frozen from earlier.
That would make much more of sense, right?
Yeah.
Like, surely there's at least one person on ramp. Because there's like 4 people in front door blue now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone is in blue.
Currently
Oh.
back to, we've lost the cameras for a little bit just while they get refreshed, just in case that middle one is frozen.
Yeah,
But Rizla taking a grand old lead, currently sitting at about 4,700, about 600 or 500 points up on Damos, who is currently in second.
Well
Damos has come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He was, I haven't seen where he is. I wasn't seeing where he was on the leaderboard, but I saw him a couple times in blue.
Yeah, I think he was always like around the top 5, right?
Yeah.
So close off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Rizla's still holding. like, up
Okay,
the
there
lead.
is people up
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it was so frozen.
Okay.
You are so right, Cyrix.
Well
Thank you very
done.
much for calling that.
That makes so much more sense, actually. And now we can see there's people kind of around front door red too, right? It's not just blue.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is where Dirtbag has been playing. I knew Dirtbag would be sitting up here.
Yeah.
The fact that he I hadn't seen him, I was like, what the heck?
There's a few players that love the ramp.
Yeah. Infused Junior, not the type of spot that I would expect him to take.
Member
Based on like
leveled
his
up.
law performance, he
Well
seems like a player who is good to like stand his ground in one spot,
Member leveled
not
up.
have to panel too
Well
much,
done.
and just like,
Yeah.
oh, I suppose now that I say it, it is kind of like a good spot, but I don't see him as like a long shot kind of player, right?
I mean, there was when we did some training games against Stinkos, he does like to go between like front door red and the mez quite a bit.
Yeah.
Game over.
So that was game. Rizla actually pulled off a pretty stunning game with 55. Innie and Rat just swapping there at the last second as well.
Yep.
Moss with a 50.
And he was 4.8, Rat up there too, 4.7.
So the average is looking pretty. It's not based on average anyway, but like the average is not super high right now. It's pretty av. I will jot these down. Just people to look out for. I'm gonna jot down Rat as well because I feel like it's gonna be like the top 5 contention is gonna be pretty like there,
sure.
right?
And yeah, Innie with a really nice 7 tag streak as well. So, doing good. Let's have a look. Let's see who else is coming into the next game. So they're just coming out. Wasn't their packs back? They're really good. You can see like all of the top kind of 7, 8 are still kind of in it, right? Like from Rizzler all the way down to Arden, both all within like a K of pack points with each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah. Still everyone in it. No one has like a crazy like 6, 7, 8K game in that
Yeah.
year, right? So like
Yeah, so as of currently, the average is it's significantly lower than Masters,
yeah.
which is sitting at 6.3, 5.3, and 5.1 for the top three.
That makes way more sense, right? Because
More players, like yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna happen. Which is fair.
But yeah, it's always this in between of the solos that it's always so like when we were watching women's before, it's like so brutal having to wait for the next game to go in.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're doing it though, because if they're getting locked in the room, are they like locking all the masters and the juniors in there and then just like keeping one of them and like rotating them in and out? You know what I mean?
I think they usually do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have like all the masters and juniors in the same kit up room.
Yeah.
Like, momentarily right before the next ones come out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Surely it's squishy in there.
I can imagine it would be. Yeah. All of the juniors are sitting in there.
That's also a side effect too, right? Of like you come out and since there's break games in between,
Yeah.
people just be like, oh, this guy did really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
It's like
stay away from them.
All of the newer players, we kind of had to like warn them that like if you come out and have a good game, you do not say anything because you will get smoked. Like
yeah.
We've had that problem in the past. I think one of the big ones that I remember is last year women's with Pendragon coming out after getting like a 7.2 in their first game.
Yeah.
Comes out and goes, guys, I just had the craziest game. It was nuts. And then they had like a 2K game, a 3K game, a 3K game. Like they just got totaled.
Right. Interestingly, there are actually people on ramp. Now the camera's not frozen.
Beefy, there are old people on the ramp. Like, it was just a frozen camera. Got some cheeky Zeropa love in the chat. Look, I am backing Zeropa. I'm keen for a Master Zeropa.
Yeah, I mean, he won the first game, right, with the 6-3.
I wonder if he was to change his alias. Do you reckon he would go Master Zeropa or do you reckon he'd go like Master Ropa? Maropa.
Surely he'd have a lot of options, right?
You could do like MST Roper. Like that'd be sick.
MSC.
MSC.
Get a Roweski up.
And Arbel's hanging up there as well. So we got Arbel and Guardian kind of hanging around the ramp. Green it seems to be the hot spot currently for the gameplay.
Yeah, MST Roper.
Zeropa off to a cheeky Kraken start. 1,200 points, about 200 points up on Stingray in second.
Stingray is up there too. Robo a bit behind. There looks like there's so much more people now that there's the ramp cam here, eh? The Arbel and like the green snake back there, just in our red front door.
Yeah, for sure.
See Celtic there, Guardian up on the ramp.
Now I'm pretty sure that is it Celtic or Celtic? I think it could be either one.
I'm
right?
not sure. I did actually look up the pronunciation of it.
Yeah.
Apparently it's both, but I don't know. I don't know where he goes by.
Yeah. Okay. I think he didn't have a fantastic game last game.
Yeah.
So, it could be a little bit tough for him to recoup his spot on the leaderboard. That's kind of him hanging around the back door of blue, I believe. Packing definitely off to a way rougher game this game.
Yeah, for sure.
Sitting in 50 points, so definitely getting smoked. Josh, yes, this is Masters currently. It's Masters and Juniors and it's rotating.
Yeah, back and forth.
Stingray, Zeropa, Mopar, what you kind of like the expected top three are currently sitting in top
Bubbles
three.
behind too, so like he's up there.
Yep.
Dragon up there as well.
Dragon's hanging up there as
too.
well.
So, yeah, it is super rough too with Celtic. With especially when you have like your drop game in the first, it's super hard like mentally to like bring that back.
Absolutely,
it's like you can't afford another bad game.
Yeah, for sure.
You see, there's someone front door. I think that's packing. Probably packing. Right?
Well, I saw Erica. There's Erica inside front there, Jet. Sorry, Mopar kind of waiting to respawn directly behind her. Pretty sure he goes by Celtic. Okay, yeah, Celtic. I've always been a Celtic pronunciation, but I've heard other people say Celtic, so I kind of go with it.
Yeah, if you look it up on Google, it's like, yeah, both are kind of correct, right?
He's on
Yeah.
my team. I've been playing Celtic all week, and he hasn't corrected.
Yeah,
Celtic,
okay.
alright.
Celtic
Well,
it is.
Just like throw in a Celtic, maybe, and it'll be like, oh,
Celtic. You go both. Celtic.
just use them both interchangeably.
Yeah.
And see how he reacts. So yeah, Roper's still up there. Like, surely he's just on like the mirrors, right?
Roper's up there, but also look at Stingray's tag ratio right now, sitting at 16 to 4. So
That is massive.
he's in the action without getting tagged, but Zeropa's in the action. Like he's
Yeah,
way more
yeah,
in the
yeah.
action right now.
So I wonder where it's like, surely Stingray's in like just some snipe slot, right? Either that or is an absolute demon on the pack.
Yeah, for sure. He's just like going around and like
Yeah,
sitting
yeah,
behind
for
two
sure.
people double to like just tagging people as they go along.
Roper with a nice 4 chain streak.
Yeah.
Going with 4 as well.
Look, if I was Zeropa and I was playing that green snake in that last game, considering how good of a game that I would have had, I definitely wouldn't be leaving. He'd probably
Yeah,
still
yeah,
be
yeah.
there in my... Oh, no.
Oh, he's just in blue now, right?
Bro, what am I even saying? He's currently in blue.
It looks likely, right? He's in blue mirrors. His like dried up pack there. It's gonna be like, all right, I'm going to blue, so you can shoot there.
Yeah.
And he's heading back now, right?
Yeah, okay. Heaps of action in green.
Yeah, yeah.
Four,
There's, like,
five
4,
people?
5, right?
Yeah,
So-
one in snake as well.
Definitely like this.
6 people? Holy smokes.
Hey, this game's definitely being played between like blue and green, like right. Like not as many people in red, as you can see.
Can you enforce 60 MS as national
leveled up.
standard? What do you think about that? Because I thought that 60 MS, I could go either way. I kind of liked it because I'm a defender, but then also I didn't like it when I got pulled out and I'm like having to verse Cyrex, like on one of the panels in red at front door. I'm like, yes, here is your 3,000 worth of pack points.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm generally open to anything, right? I think I've really played like one MS stop, right?
Yeah,
60.
yeah. I
Because
suppose I
think
played Worlds
PS1
as well.
Was like
It was, yeah.
MS, right? I mean, I'm used to having no lockout.
Yeah.
But like,
So back to the games. Roper's taking a 600-point lead on Gus right now.
yeah.
So he is going quite strong. He's definitely well setting his spot on the
Yeah, for
podium
sure.
as of current.
All
Still
he
got 3
needs
more
is, like,
games.
One more good game after this one,
Member
and he
leveled
should
up.
be set, right?
Well done.
Yeah, absolutely. Gus holding a 3.7 as well. He did come second in the previous game.
Yep. Stingray up there too still.
Yep. But
And,
packing, like who I had as third for the previous game,
Yeah.
is having a much rougher game. So again, could be
Yeah.
that thing of people
Yeah.
realizing that he's gone on that tag streak and now he's just kind of out of the
Yeah.
points. Like he's just getting
It's also the
smoked. a
thing,
bit.
right? Like in all of solos, I think he was only just like in the connector.
Yeah.
So if the game isn't there, he might be struggling with the pack and stuff.
Hmm.
too.
Yeah. So we kind of do see, I believe Gus and Zeropa are kind of hanging around blue right now,
Yeah. See, I'll in there too.
but definitely spread out enough so that they're not fighting each other. As I say, that Zeropa is now chasing Gus. He realizes who's second. He's going for it.
Let's have a look. You can see him here. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're just dueling on the L.
Hanging around connector.
That's kind of what you want to, right? You don't want to be contested too much, but you
Yeah.
want to still be able to like shoot people in the back.
Yeah,
When
correct.
they're dueling each other. Right?
I've kind of said to the newer players that like if you can like hang around a group of like 2 to 3 people, that's
Yeah.
like your best chance of winning, right?
Especially.
Member
Let's go
leveled
back.
up.
As soon as you click
Well
blue, all the
done.
action went away.
Guardian's just chilling on the ramp there.
Yeah, he's getting his points, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much Captain Morgan or anything this game.
Sweet,
Like,
very fun.
haven't seen Nickel at all over the past 2 games either.
Well
Oh,
done.
Nichols in red there.
Nickel's in
See?
red, that's Celtic. Maybe they were both just walking. Oh no, Nickel's definitely hanging around red. He's hanging in the quiet spot. Look,
Yeah.
there's no one there.
There's someone else in red there too, actually.
Celtic was definitely just reloading. Bubbles is kind of chasing him right now.
Let's get back. So Guardian and Arbol on the ramp. Looks like there's quite a few people in blue.
Yeah, for sure.
Member leveled up. Well done.
Now, I fear the worst may be around, but I fear that Zeropa has found a target to like get his points off, which unfortunately is the way of solos. Like
yeah, you kind of forced to do that, right? If you don't
Yeah.
pay attention.
as much as dicky as it is, like sometimes you kind of have to be a
Yeah.
dick. Like and just
Especially in juniors, right? When there's so few
so
people,
few
right?
people,
Yeah, so you
absolutely.
kind of have to pick people you can kind of just contest with constantly.
Yeah. So
There's
yeah,
now like 4 people in red.
yeah, it's kind of just
It's-
shifting around, I suppose. Coming into the final 15 seconds of the game, I think Zeropa is pretty well set. Oh, maybe not. Gus could come back and pull his cheeky first. this is going to be Gus's high drop game currently, but this is currently Zeropa's mid game.
Yeah, like Roper got a 6-3 last game. So
Yeah.
he's hanging on a good 5-7. Going back and forth there.
Yeah, so Zeropa's just pulled it back right at the very end. Just getting tagged less and getting, like, that's where all his points are
Yeah,
getting
so
come
Roper
from.
is going to keep that. Has a massive 180 TR too.
Yeah, very, very
Stingray's
good.
still with a 250 almost.
Yeah, so Stingray did pretty well in the previous game. He didn't come third, so I didn't write him down.
Yeah,
But I think he was sitting in like 4th or 5th or something really
like
close.
The top 5, they're kind of around the same level, right?
Yeah.
It was definitely still in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Had a couple slower games with some of other players. Packing is one to mention. 32-32.
And Gustus with a good second too, so like just behind, pretty much even with Zeropa this game.
Yeah. Drake's had a little bit of a rougher game. Yeah, it's almost consistent with tag ratios, right? Like the higher tag ratios, I'm basically explaining laser tag right now. But you see that's a very average, like the average of the tag ratios for each kind of level of the board are very similar, right? 61-46, and these are like high 60s to mid 80s. Those are like the low hundreds, and then they're all the high hundreds, right?
Yeah.
Like
definitely like more snipey people at the top, right? Just like sitting in the back shooting people.
Yeah.
Or winning duels, I guess, right? I guess if you die less, you get more points. Just the right?
Yeah, exactly. Packing.
Yeah, Packing with a crazy like 11 tags through it too. Like he brought it back somewhere in the game.
He's gone on a high tag streak. He had 9 in the previous game.
Yeah.
So
Gus is 2 minutes and fire as well. Like he put it up there too.
yeah.
So yeah.
I wish I wrote down Stingrays out of the game now. Oh well. I'll just keep writing down those two.
Like the top 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna write down Stingers again.
Like probably like top 5 or 6 for this one, right? Bubbles is still in it for this one too.
Yeah.
So remember he was like top 4 or 5 last game as well.
Yeah, Mopars had a good game.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, let's have a look at the pack room see. So we see the juniors have gone in already. If we swap to this cam, we should be able to see him. Yeah. So we see Infused Junior back up on the ramp. People like just all feeding into blue here. All of them.
I reckon they might be doing the women's thing. Did you see on the women's camera they got all the juniors in there to wave the camera?
That's them. Someone breached.
Oh, Infused Junior's not having any of it, bro. He's sitting up on the ramp. Oh, that's cool. They have not given themselves enough time to disperse.
Surely, if you're on the ramp there, you just wait till like all the 5 run down on
Yeah,
the blue door.
legit.
It's like points, right?
Oh my god, they've not left.
Holy.
There's-
What a game.
Yeah. Rizzler's just going to get heaps of points. He was sitting right at the very back.
Yeah. Surely you just like chill in box or something here, right? Either box or Bez is probably the go-to. Right?
Yeah. So Rizzler off to a nice 500 tag up right now. Rizzler did come first in the previous game with 5.5.
Yeah.
So definitely something to look out for. Shaz is having a little bit of a better game. Panda starting off strong as well.
Yep.
Damos having a bit of a weak game right now. I think he's like 3 up, 2 down right now. So
Kieran on the ramp too, but still not really finding any points.
Caleb, I don't think the comment "Riz for juniors" is like is a very good way to say that. I think you want to reword that.
Might be a bit might be taking the wrong way here, right? Surely.
Sorry. I just read that and lost my mind. I don't think that's a very good way to. I don't think it's a good way to word that.
No.
But Rizzler is doing really well.
Holy.
I think Rizzler is doing very well right now. 1.5. Stop talking about it. I can't concentrate.
All right.
Oh Christ. Can we clip the chat? That's funny. Oh.
So Rizzler
It's
going crazy.
Yeah, going 1.8. Rat had a 1.4, Moss at a 1.5, still hanging around that like pretty average start. Like
Max is still up there. It's Max.
Yeah, Max is going crazy. Dirtbag having a way rough game, sitting at 310. Not fantastic. Shaz is having a better game than she was previous, sitting at 1.4. Innie a bit of a lower one.
I can't do it.
Stop! I can't look at the chat. I can't look at the chat. Cool. Sweet. Jelly sitting in the mid, Arden sitting in the mid. It's just a very kind of mid game right now. Like all the points are like that first to seventh position is like pretty tight within like a couple tags of each other.
Kieran up there too, just a mid.
Yeah, I mean he's kind of going crazy. But he's sitting on the ramp right now.
Let's look. Because it's not like there's too many in blue. Oh, they're all in front door. That's why.
They're currently all just waiting on front door.
So surely if you're on the mez, right, it's just like points, right? Surely.
Yeah, for sure. CJ was kind of hanging around back door of blue, and he was kind of sitting around front right
Speaking
now.
of look, wherever else. So,
Who's on track to win juniors? Currently, Rizla is sitting in front. He won his previous game with 5.5 and is currently winning this game with 2.6. So, statistically speaking, he is first. The Rizla, Moss, Innie were top 3, so they're currently top 3. I then think Rat is a close 4th.
Yeah.
Kurlos 3 had a rougher game last game.
I think it was more around the mid, right, for last game. Mid-bottom.
But yeah, I think it's anywhere between Rat, Moss, Rizla, and Innie right now, because Dirtbags definitely have having a bit of a rougher game. Let's go, League Merchant, Cameron says.
Yeah. There's a kind of meme at home. Kieran calls himself the League Merchant. So
he calls himself the League Merchant.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was like one conversation I had with him. So it ends up, he just shoots League people.
Yeah,
and
okay.
He leaves.
Yeah. Well,
So,
surely he can just translate that skill to this, right?
Yeah, for sure. He just rocks up in his trackies, gets 18Ks at League.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going home.
For sure. So we see a bit of action at blue and some people at green. Again, red is being quite quiet.
Yeah, for sure.
Kieran or Kurlos 3, I think I'm going to try and say Kurlos 3 for like the validity of the chat, right? Like, is currently sitting in that high spot and he's gone on a nice run and is now sitting up in first.
Yeah, so like half the games on Mares, half the games in blue still res. Same as last game.
Absolutely. Umbra and Fibonacci, again, first time in the arena, having a little bit of a rougher time. Kind of just see them strolling around and getting their feel for the maze.
Yeah.
Arden's having a bit of a harder game this game. Panda's sitting a bit low. I think he was quite high in the previous game.
Shaz a bit lower down too. And Moz still like not quite up at the top. So like I know he was playing around the mirrors in like
first game. And the first game and solos, he was sitting at the back door of blue.
Yeah. So if it's there too, maybe it's just like not getting enough tags. Or, like people just aren't contesting or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Like surely if I'm new to juniors, I'm like, oh, this Moss guy, he's pretty cracked. You gotta try to stay away from him, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So funnily enough, the Mez is now populated by mostly Rat and Rizla were up there. It looks like they have kind of kicked off Infused Junior.
Yeah.
Infused Junior's now moved down to green. Heaps of action at blue as well.
Not everyone's in blue.
Like
quite literally. There's like 4 people at back, 1 inside the base.
There's like 10 people total, right? Like literally the whole game is in blue. Jelly going to reload. That's Dirtbag.
Yeah, that's Pandas, I believe. Yeah, that's Pandas hanging around inside right now. Shaz is kind of coming to contest. Wherever Moss is standing, I believe Moss was sitting in and around the green. He's kind of racking up the points right now. Sitting at around that 3-9, definitely in contention with Rizla and Innie.
Yep. So Kieran up there too, although he had not as good as the first game as the rest of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still on the Mares. We see, still a lot of people in blue, really.
Infused Junior now back up at the ramp, kind of standing off with our Pandas. All the play has kind of been pulled out of the bases. There is a couple bit of action at the back door of blue with Rat, Innie, and Dirtbag there. Yeah, look, top 3, really close right now. The gap is a little bit with 2 tags from 3rd to 4th, but the top 3 are all within the tag of each other.
Yeah, like surely it's just based more off the last game than this one, because it's so close.
Firebird, this is the second game of juniors, so it's going Masters Juniors, so technically game 4 of the full thing.
Yeah, so we've had 2 games of Masters so far, and then second game. Kieran back up on top, pretty much it's like within a tag with like the top 4 really.
Yeah, Kieran's kind of come out of nowhere. Like, he was sitting more towards the top. He slowed down a little bit, but now he's all the way back up.
Like, surely it's just like figured stuff out a bit more. Right?
Yeah, no,
Remember
for
level
sure.
up.
This is a
Well
looks like
done.
it's going to be a little bit of a rougher game now for
Remember
Rizzler. He
level
did
up.
slow down a
Well done.
majority,
Yeah.
and is sitting around that 4.2. As we come into the last few seconds, it's going to be a little bit of a race between the top 5.
Yeah. You see Kieran back into blue in lightning.
Game
Oh, yeah.
over. Please
And that
proceed
is
to
game.
exit.
Yeah, so that top 5 is, other than Rat, is pretty much the top 5 that we're going to be looking at for that.
Thank you for
Moss
remaining
taking a big
players on.
4.65 game, which does
Players,
put him. Sorry if
remember
that
to
made
check the name
heaps of
on
noise
your
on stream.
phaser.
And
Undo the
Panda's
2 front
3
clicks
minutes on
and
fire
return
too,
the
going
pad to the
crazy.
rack with the same name.
Yeah, Pandas was going nuts. It was towards the end.
Yeah.
I think he was like doing laps and then like going back down
for
to
sure.
blue. And I'm gonna write down Kurlos as well. Rizzler had 4.3. And he had 4.2. I'll say 4.3 for the sake of it.
So I believe Moss was up in like second for last game, and Rizzler was first. So like it's kind of between both of them two currently.
Yeah.
Probably Chuck Panda's up there as well,
Currently,
and Innie.
with no drop, Rizzler's winning.
Yeah.
What was Pandas? 4.4.
Yeah.
I like 500 ms personally, but it depends on the shot rate. So like 4 shots per second, 500 ms. Thoughts?
4 shots per second.
Yeah.
Actually, that's interesting because like
Lots of thumbs downs.
we used to play League in WA with like 3.5 SBS, and it was like
What?
yeah.
Bro, how are people not just
So-
like going around just absolutely doming?
Yeah.
Plus, there's like that brief little bit of lockout on
Yeah.
Laser Force as well.
So we used to have that, and we used to have like no base spec at the same time, and it was cooked. It was fun, but it was cooked, right?
Riz is up like 18 points. Thank you for doing the calculations.
thank you.
I'm only doing like something point something on my little whiteboard right now.
So yeah, like I'm pretty sure that like the lower around like 0.5 SBS or 2 SBS or like 0.5, that's better for competitive stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like the higher you get up, it can work,
Mm.
but it's just like it gets way too chaotic. Right?
Yeah, Caleb saying it was a crazy time.
Yeah, it was so fun though. Like it was so fun, but just like
Yeah.
the competitive aspect of it was like a bit lower.
I'm sure it's fun when you're getting 19k off league players. All good.
Especially if you're like hella fast, right? You can just shoot people way quicker.
Yeah. No baselines as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are now going into game 3 of Masters.
Yeah.
So game 3 point. I guess this is game 3, and then we call the 0.5s the juniors, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
so like game 1 of Masters, game 1.5 of juniors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably someone plays Mez this game.
Surely we see the Garn up there.
The Garninator.
I was also going to call him the Garninator, but I didn't think it sounded right in my head. So
The Garn Dizzle.
Garn Dizzle. Holy, what a ship name.
Oh no. No, I don't know about that.
I so hope Brody's watching the damn chat.
That's crazy. See a few people going to like red too. The red cam.
Oh,
Looks like it's Celtic.
yeah, Celtic was just been hanging around that
What's
area.
that?
It's a good spot. Like you can fire off off onto mezzanine on for tall people, but I just don't think it's in the points, right?
Yeah,
like
for sure, right?
Riz for Roper this game.
Oh, they're just two locking in green. They're not even shooting at each other.
That's crazy.
Get ready.
Wait, one's in.
Go.
One a pillar. And I think that was Jet that came out on top. Jet got both of them. So free.
Jet is the goat for Masters.
Absolutely.
I'd love to see Master Jet.
Master Jet. MST Jet. Sounds sick. So we do see Bubbles off to a bit of a start so far.
For a bit behind too.
Yeah, Zropa's 300%, so he's 3-1.
Interestingly, we see Robo up on the Mez uncontested. So like, if he stays up there, surely he goes crazy for pack.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh no, Jet
As
walking
we
up.
as
and
we
just
say
taking
that,
him
Jet
down.
coming up.
Interesting, like the game's going way more to red now than it has previously, right?
Bubbles
More
taking a bit of a run. I think
Yeah.
this is Bubbles at red here. That's not Bubbles, or nor is that. That's Gus. That
Yeah,
you can
that
tell
must
by
be
the
Gus.
shiny head. That,
Oh, yeah.
like,
Although there are a few bald people in Masters this year.
yeah.
We see Roper, yeah. So Roper's in red, but no one's just like challenging him, right? It's like, is he gonna shoot me?
Yeah,
Can't go there.
no, for sure. Zopa seems to just be hanging around that red. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
he's just kind of in that like hunting down his prey like
Yeah, for
phase. He definitely is like just running around and soloing out people and kind of getting them. Someone's just last lining in blue right now.
Yeah,
Just kind of like just
I think
really holding
that's
it.
Drake.
That is Drake, yeah. Drake seems to be playing that kind of like last lining solos game because he was doing it in green as well.
for sure.
Bubbles pulling away. Zeropa's still up there. Packing now back on track
Yeah,
with
so
a
Packing's
nice
in blue still too.
game. So definitely could have been a drop game for Packing for the previous one.
Jess going down a bit.
Yeah.
Still up there.
Dragon hanging out. Captain Morgan's having a better game than he
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
previous couple
And
ones. So.
Bubbles really kind of just like pulling away a bit.
Yeah, most definitely.
Roper behind, so Roper's up there a bit too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bubbles with like a 500 point lead. Sorry.
Robo and Celtic having a bit of a lot rougher game. Mopar having a bit of a slower start. Arbor having a bit of a slower start. It's just anyone's game. The first like minute or two of solos is so like interesting, right? Because
Yeah.
it could just do like anything could happen, and you can't predict it based on the first couple of tags, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Roper's still up there. Surely Roper's just like in its mirror spot in like backdoor blue.
I can only assume.
Like all the packs there, there's nothing else to do, right?
Even though everything is happening in blue right now,
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
actually seen Nickel make his grand debut on the cameras. He's not being little rat dog hanging around on the blind spots that we can't see.
Yeah.
Gus hanging on the pillar, very chill,
Bro, it's
nonchalant
just
like
chill.
that.
It's just like Tag's coming to him.
Pillar is the best. I love Pillar so much.
Do you take much from there in game?
Absolutely, yeah. You clear front door as a lefty. You
Yeah,
clear
yeah,
front
yeah.
door. You clear inside because they're usually in back pocket watching the other way, and then you just sit on pillar, shoot back door, and take the base, and then you like sit on this side of the pillar.
And then inverse varieties, right?
Yeah.
Back in
Oh yeah, that's
Might
gonna be a
actually
turn
sit
for
turn.
packing.
yeah.
Just running around the blind corner
Yeah.
and getting turned
Didn't
there.
he also get term first game too?
He did,
Oh,
yeah.
'cause that's-
So he's not going to be feeling great
No.
after that. He's definitely going to be feeling a little bit rougher. Let's go and have a look at some of the tag ratios going on. Zeropa sitting at 25-9.
Holy.
So very strong, but
He's
Bubbles
just
just kind
dominant.
of pulling around with the higher tags. More deaths though.
Yeah. So like Bubbles definitely more in the action probably a bit, right? You see him
Yeah.
running around a bit more.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I
Whereas-
just saw him in backdoor blue too.
Again, Zeropa kind of playing that that hunting strategy.
Yeah.
Gus and Captain Morgan hanging close together, but I think the Bubbles and Zeropa gap is just getting too big.
Yeah. Like Zeropa definitely, he was like first the previous two games.
I didn't write down Bubbles. Oh, brother.
I think Bubbles was like pretty high up there.
Yeah, I think Bubbles is currently sitting like podium,
Yeah.
but like,
he was within like top 5 for the previous two.
yeah, he's like low key podium, like
Well done.
on the DL.
He has a few more like crazy games and he can like take out second first.
Yeah. For sure. But is anyone playing doubles with Bubbles?
Yeah, Commander Snake is actually.
Double bubble?
Yeah,
Holy.
yeah.
Double bubble with the snake.
Yeah, so like he was talking to Brody in Albury in the foyer, and Brody was like, "Oh, I don't know who to ask for doubles," and then Commander Snake was like, "Oh, it's so easy. You can literally just go up and ask
Well
anyone."
done.
And then he looks over at Bubbles like, "Yo, Bubbles, doubles next year," and then yeah, that's how they play.
Okay.
It's like, "Oh yeah, easy."
That's great.
Yeah. They were just all around blue.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing I have noticed with solos this year, and I could just tell because Arbel's got a big cheesy grin on his face, is that the spirit of people in solos has been really good.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
people have been really like happy going around talking to people and like just
Yeah,
having
for
fun.
sure. Like the in-game banter is definitely like one of the most fun parts of
Yeah.
these kind of games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Member leveled up. Well
Oh,
done.
here we go. Zeropa's pulled all the way away
Yeah,
from
that's
Bubbles.
like 1k lead. Like his
Look, it's 1.4 from packing and 1k from Zeropa.
another
Nickel!
term on Nickel.
Nickel got the term this
What's
time.
that for?
I didn't even get to see it. He's just run up the blue ramp. It would have been on cameras. We would have caught it, but
Yeah, it
I just
wasn't
didn't
blue.
spot it. But at this rate, I think Zeropa's like
Yeah, he's well in it. Like
going pretty crazy.
his one drop game at the moment is like his 6-3, but he still has a 5-7,
Yeah,
and he's just past that already, right? So like
Member leveled up.
Yeah,
Well
for-
done.
he's doing
for
very,
sure.
very good.
hello Cyrus. Will Zeropa drop his drop though? Is my question. He's
Yeah.
currently sitting on 5-6, and his drop is 6-3.
He definitely does have time, considering how
Yeah.
many people are in blue still,
Well done.
for sure.
I love the term "drop your drop." It's like when
Drop
you
the drop.
when you drop your drop, it's like, oh my goodness,
I've done it.
he's gonna do it. He's on 6-0. Bubble sitting at 4-5, and Arbol sitting at 3-7. The gap is just really spreading. And
Roper just must be donging like crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we see Bubbles up the top and Mez too.
Heaps of action on the ramp. Celtics there as well with Packing and Bubbles. Dragon's kind of hanging around in that green jungle area.
Yeah.
Member leveled up.
We
Well
see
done.
Jet up on the ramp too, looking to face off Celtic.
Last
Member leveled
53
up.
seconds. Oh my
Well
god,
done.
53 seconds and Zeropa's on 7k!
Surely he gets to 7. Surely he gets to 7.
I don't think he doesn't get to 7. Like, yeah,
Oh, easy.
will he get to 7.5?
Alright, so Roper now has a 6-3 in the bag.
He's dropped his drop, so 6-3 is part of his average now, which is excellent.
So 6-3, 5-7. He now has a 6k average.
Yeah, 6.3 average, like
Yeah.
if you're counting the drop the lowest right now, but it's kind of
Yeah.
weird to do with the one.
And he might just get to 7-5 as well.
I think there's no way he doesn't get to 7.5.
No.
Does he get to 8? He's got 18
No
seconds to get to
way.
8k, which will be the highest score in a solos that we've seen so far.
Alright, if
Oh.
he spawns and gets 2 tags, he's done it.
He needs 2 tags without dying, and he gets to 8. Oh, he doubled. Damn, but even still, he's pulled an almost 3k gap on Bubbles.
That is actually like insane.
Almost 3k gap on second. Zeropa's taking this,
He
boys.
was on fire for like the whole game.
6.5
Yeah.
minutes.
That is wild.
How long is the game? 8? 8 minutes? So he spent a minute and a half chilling, and then he's like, yeah, this is my
A
turn.
minute and a half trying to find people. He's just like locked in.
Literally.
Totally.
Nah, really good good work for Zeropa there.
Yeah.
Had a couple other good people. Dragon's holding really consistent scores. I think Dragon is like that low-key 4.1 to like 5.8. So
Yeah.
consistent with her pack points
Yeah.
there.
Arbol actually having a really good game too, up in the 5k.
Yeah. Bubbles had a 4.9. That's really good to see. Arbel's, yeah, this is probably Arbel's biggest one so far.
Packing with a 4-4 with a term too.
Yeah, like without these terms, Packing's doing really good.
Yeah, so like I think first game he had 5-1 with a term, and now he has a 4-4 with a term. So he's still definitely in contention still.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Gus had a much rougher game. Yeah, 4. So
I mean, it's still a 4k. Like that's his drop now, I think.
yeah, that's his lowest right now.
But he's still sitting at like a 5-5 average, I think.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's definitely podium stuff.
Stingers. Oh, Stingers, brother.
Let's go back to the pack.
Had a bit of a rough one. I do want to mention that Robo had a 12 DX streak then as well.
Yeah.
So tough with the DX streaks in solos. Like it just gets to you, man. Like
yeah.
you need to go away, find somewhere that's empty, and just completely reset. There's
Like that is the nature of solos a bit, right? Like if there's someone like absolutely farming or like dogging, there's like usually people that they're farming against, right?
yeah,
Like especially in games like this of where you're kind of like sitting on the same points all game.
yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, it does happen.
Look, at this rate, I think Master Roper is pretty well on the block. Like
yeah.
there's a big piece of cheese on that block, and I think it's Master Roper.
Yeah, I mean, his like well in it now, right? Like 6k average. I think the next highest would be like either Gus or Bubbles, right?
Gus or Bubbles, yeah, because
Yeah.
Bubbles I don't have written down, but he's low key on that.
Yeah.
He low key on that podium
Like
right now.
I think he came like second or something last game,
Yeah,
and so it's surely at least
Get ready
5k.
to play.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, game starting. League Merchant chilling up there on the ramp. Is everyone going to go on the mez this time? Oh, there's only 4 people.
Yeah, so everyone's just left
Get
before the game
ready.
started.
Go.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, I don't want any of this.
The one thing I like to see different with Masters and Juniors is that the start of Juniors, everyone's like sprinting around because they've all got these like young legs.
Yeah.
Whereas the Masters are like hobbling into their spots.
It's alright, guys.
So Shaz is off to a 3-1 tag.
Yeah.
Start. Innie's off to a 4-1.
Rat doing good again too.
Yeah.
Same as Jelly. We see Kieran, Kielos 3, sorry, drilling up on the ramp with, is that Fibonacci there?
That is Fibonacci, yeah. He just played Kurlos into a death there. He just kind of stood there dead and then Kurlos got shot. Rizzler, where are you sitting, my man? You're sitting in 8th, so you're having a little bit of a slower start. WNE, yes, she's definitely going a bit crazy this game. So much action in red. What is going on?
It's been like no one in red.
And now like
this other game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people are in red. Or half the game is sitting currently in this
Literally
match.
half the game in red. And it's been empty like every other game previously, right?
Yeah, Jellyhawk just went to just got deactivated and looked like he went to go shoot the base.
Yeah.
Freaky. Damos is here. Damos gets his 2. Moss is sitting at 1.3. Wherever Moss is sitting is kind of like on the back of people. Panda's at 1.3 as well.
Kieran having a bit of a rougher game, up in like the 600.
Yeah, for sure. He's come down. Kieran's here now. Innie slowed down a little bit, sitting at 920.
This is interesting. Surely people have just been like feeling like they're out of it if they're hanging around blue. Just like the game's swapped up entirely.
Yeah.
Like meta's changed.
Pandas, I think, just got the majority of those points from red just then.
Yeah. So let's see. How did Pandas do the last few games?
Pandas, I had him at 4.4 the previous game. And
Yeah.
I think he had like an okay game the game before
Yeah,
that. So if he holds his lead, he could be like in contention for a podium right now.
So I remember the first game too. Like there was so many people around like the same kind of 4 or 5K mark too.
Yeah. I unfortunately think Moss is farming one of the newbies potentially right now. So,
I mean, he's up there with Fibonacci.
Yeah.
Minutes.
Oh, Fibonacci just domed him. Look at Moss's reaction. Oh,
Fibonacci might just be the guy.
Fibonacci is him.
He's good.
Oh, we do have the middle camera freezing a little bit. Nope, it's fine. It's come back up online. Just looking a bit slow. A couple people in blue. I think that is Arden with Shaz.
There's still a few people hanging around red too.
Look, everyone's just kind of left Moss alone. Like, left him to his contention. See 3, 4 people hanging around red. All the fast dudes, like, doing laps for Shingus and Ali.
Yeah.
Like,
It's so fun to run around that with no base attack, right? You're just doing laps and laps and
laps. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like the greatest circle in like, the circle run in Sunny Coast that you can hit.
Yeah, for sure. Let's get back. Let's
Moss is farming right now on that mezzanine. Oh, he's gotten off, so he's probably gotten a bit bored.
Surely it's gone back to mirrors or something. Right?
Yeah, potentially.
Because there's a few people on blue too. Definitely looks way more spread out than like the rest of the games.
The one thing I like about watching a different scoreboard with solo, not this scoreboard, but like the scoreboard with solos, is you can see kill feeds, so you can kind of like get a vibe of where everyone's standing.
Yeah, for sure. That's Moss in
That's Moss in red, yeah. So he's kind of getting contested by Jelly and Kurlos right now. Damos sitting on the mares. Arden sitting at blue is now gone.
So all the action's like back in red now.
Yeah, it's all there.
Member leveled up. Well done.
Rat's there, Dirtbag's there, Jelly's there,
Yep.
Panda's there.
Yeah, Moss still with like he's pulling away. It's like 1.5k up almost from Jelly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this lead that he's taking is quite extravagant.
So yeah, the few people still up there, like Rizzler was up there previous game, still was Annie and Pandas.
Rizzler's having a
Yeah.
shocker of a game right now.
Wonder why that would be.
Yeah,
Like,
wherever Rizzler is standing, I'm worried that he's maybe like brought too much attention to himself. That's him down there at like,
it's just going up to like Mez now.
yeah.
Just like either that or like since the game's now changed spots, you might just be getting started.
Yeah, he's not in his like prime spot, you know.
Let's have a look. Can see how's he doing. Yeah, so it's still like
Leveled
13
up.
for 19. It's
Well
getting
done.
tagged up a bit.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Moss sitting at almost 189%.
Moss has been on fire for like 3.5 minutes now.
So the runners for juniors right now are Moss currently winning. Rizzler's having a rough game, but he was podium. Innie's having a rougher game, but she was podium. It's kind of up in the air. Moss is, I think, at the top. and it's like
Yeah.
maybe around like Pandas third, second.
It's still definitely way closer.
Yeah, it's real close. This is Jelly's best game. Rat's been having some pretty pretty solid games.
Yeah.
Sitting around that like 3, 4, 5 mark. So he's probably podium as well. I think it's Moss, Rat, Pandas currently.
Yeah.
Like with drop. Sorry.
Yeah. Because what?
Without drop.
With
Yeah,
drop,
without
what's Moss at? Like this is probably going to be his drop game here. So he's at what, like 4,
with
8 average?
yeah.
So yeah, there's definitely been like way less. No one's really run away with juniors so far.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely Moss's drop game. So
Yeah.
his highest before was
Another level
5, and
Well
he's just
done.
hit that now with a minute and a half, over
Yeah.
a minute and a half to go. So
You get to 5-5, you gotta get to 6 if his.
yeah, look at him spending 4 minutes on 5.
Yeah, he's
Well
going
done.
insane. Like half the game already.
Jelly having a cracker of a game as well, sitting at a nice 3.5. Panda sitting at 3.9.
Leveled up.
So yeah, I think Pandas
Well
is
done.
currently sitting on Pod.
Yeah.
Maybe P2. He had 4-4 last game.
So-
So
Leveled up.
All these scores are lower as well because there's just less people in the game, right?
yeah, correct.
Only
Correct.
14 juniors this year. So yeah.
Yeah, Moss was second going into this game. Yeah, that's what we had. That's what we have as
Yeah.
well. I
So
think
Riz-
Rizzler might have dropped off podium.
Yeah, he
but-
does have
Leveled up.
what? Like he just
Well
hasn't been
done.
in the tags, right? It's
Remember
20 for
leveled up.
24. Like
Yeah.
Well done.
decent TR and stuff still, but he just hasn't been finding anyone to shoot.
Yeah, yeah. That's having a good one.
Come to here, yeah. Is that Moss there on Mez?
That's Moss
Yeah,
there,
he's
yeah.
just shooting people from there.
He's so uncontested, man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, he's got his 1 to duel. He beats his 1, and then just like
Three tags.
slimes the rest of the maze. Like,
It's not looking at him.
yeah,
Like and 6K, which is about to hit, is like massive for a game with only 14 players in it too. Right?
does he drop his drop though?
That's true.
If he drops his drop, I'm like very impressed.
Yeah. 6-2 already.
Yeah,
So like he could get to 6-5. It's enough time.
yeah, absolutely. Shaz currently last.
Looks like Shaz is gonna take.
She's about to shoot green right now.
He's putting a shot
Tag, it's
in.
clear.
Oh, Shaz gets denied in green.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still just Moss up there shooting everyone in man.
Yeah, 3 seconds left. I think
What?
Moss,
7K. Surely.
if he got 2 tags, then he might have gotten a 7. I got 6.94.
I
So
think he doubled.
6.9. Pandas had 4.7.
Thank you for playing.
If
the
Moss
Overzone.
drops this drop,
Innie had
that's
4.6. Innie crawled back well hard.
Yeah,
Innie
yeah.
was sitting at like
Enter the
2.8
2
and
players
is
return
now
back
like
to the
up
round
there.
with the same
Look, I
name.
think she's currently sitting pretty good. Rizzler got 2.4, so
Yeah,
that's
so
really
that's-
hard for him.
That's what, like, Innie's like a 4-5 average.
Yeah, she's had 4.8, 4.3, and 4.6. So
Yeah.
currently sitting at like 4.
I think Riz is still around like a 4-6, 4-7 average. So he's still like podium potentially
Yeah.
if he does calls bad next game.
Jelly had a sick game. Rat slowed down. Arden slowed down. Dirtbag slowed down. Moss is sliming the lobby. I completely
He
agree.
went crazy.
Oh, you can see these little. Yesterday, I was spamming these emojis in the chat.
Yeah.
When I was tweaking out, I was spamming the smiley face one. I didn't know if people could see them, but I was literally like on the button. Can I get some spams of the? Is it the fire? Is the fire emoji on there? Can you spam the fire emoji? Yeah, spam the fire emoji, please, so I can see it. So as we go in, this is now Masters Game 4. We just played Game 3.5 with Juniors Game 3.
So if Roper has another good game, like it's just locked in. Like
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he is almost like the way there, right?
Yeah.
Like not sure quite on the maths, but like
Yeah. If he has one more terrible game, then he's like off.
yeah.
Yes, emoji spam. Love emoji spam.
It's legit like 6K. Who's the next highest besides behind Roper?
Gus. Yeah, probably Gus.
Gus?
He had a lower game that game, but like,
What's Gus at? Like a 5-5?
he got 5-3, 5-7, and 4. So
Yeah, drops the 4
yeah.
currently.
At the moment, it's Moss, Innie, Pandas. Nufa, I really appreciate you doing your work in the back end there.
Thanks.
He probably felt meh, like get the splash screen up. Wait, hold on, I'll get it. You talk about this while I get this.
We see Captain Morgan give a cheeky high five to Sega.
Get
Talking
ready
about
to
something up
play.
there. I wonder how many people got coined in this Masters. Like, surely there's been a few.
100% Zeropa is feeling.
Oh,
Wait.
Ready.
On that podium right now.
Holy. He might be going
Such a
coming.
niche bit.
It's not even that niche though.
So yeah.
Stingray up. I mean, still the first bit, right? But like we see Arbor on the mez there. Lots of people in blue this game actually. So go check this out.
Bro, what is it with like just shifting to blue randomly?
Yeah. Like, to be fair though, a lot of these games have been in blue often than not, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They're just hanging around this area. People are definitely realizing how good that mirror is, right?
Yeah, it's
and,
crazy.
And
So-
then like as like you try and stand off of the mirror, it just keeps getting that thing of you just keep standing behind the person behind you until you're against the
all
wall.
way around.
Yeah,
And that's
legit.
when people start going red. It's like, oh, they're there anyway, right?
Legit.
Like, definitely like mirrors and also probably like connector are really good for these games. We see Roper back off to a really good start.
Right. Do we even have to watch at this point? Like
Yeah.
he's just like sure I think at this point, if he had like this game is like maybe 5k, like there's no way that anyone else wins.
Yeah,
like I
like-
think Zeropa's pretty much set in stone at
He
this
still
point.
has his drop in hand too, right?
Yeah.
So like
His
it-
drop currently is 5.7,
yeah.
his lowest drop,
Yeah.
which is nuts.
5-7 for your worst game in the finals, like you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, legit. So I guess it then comes down to still anyone's game, but like who gets second and third, right?
Yeah.
Like you're definitely going to be thinking that Gus is going to be up there. He's
Yeah.
having a bit of a slower one.
Just up there, probably Bubbles.
Bubbles, yeah.
Attacking has been like within the top 4-5 every game. Stingers had a good game.
Stingers had a good one and then one average one. Robo's had a better one than he was last game. Bubbles is kind of hanging around that middle mess. That's Jet on the pillar. I love how funny solos feel sometimes without baselines. Like
Yeah.
you just like you feel so invincible sitting on like the on a last line panel and then just see some dude deactive like walk towards you.
It was funny too. It looked like from the cams leaks, the first few solos games, people were playing like they were still base event active.
Yeah.
They get shot, they start walking out, and they're like, "Wait a minute."
Legit. No, I heard Spider mentioning that. He was like, in back pocket of red, and then the dude got deactivated and walks out back to it. And he's like, "Thanks for the spot, I guess." Like, yeah. Well, there is some beef happening in
Oh,
blue right
yeah.
now. There's some crazy stuff going on.
That's the cheeky WA advantage.
Packing and Jet and Arbor and Bubbles and Master Guardian and Nickel, we're all there. and Mopars there.
Mopars there.
Oh, yes, we nailed it.
Nice.
Garn is now joining the fray as well. That is Garn, right?
Yeah. On
the pillar?
Yeah, let's go.
Gus is there, Nickel's there.
It's literally the three
The
Canberra.
three Canberra oldies are just like staring at each other like that one Spider-Man meme. That one, hold on, I'll get it. It's that. It's the Spider-Man, the Canberra Spider-Man meme.
We have Packin just chilling up in Mez by himself.
How old is the oldest player? Who do you reckon's the oldest?
Sure, it's like guards or someone.
Pretty sure Gar said this year is the first year that he's actually the oldest player.
Is he is he in his 50s?
It was
Not Mopar's in his 50s, isn't he? Or is he late 40s?
Who was
Yeah, okay.
who was oldest besides guards?
Fozzie says that Zeropa's 65.
All right, we'll keep it in mind. 65 and no one that's good. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, why isn't Beefy there, actually? What are you doing at home? You're just chilling. Heaps of action in blue still. Robo's coming and clearing it out, and then he's gonna evacuate probably.
Actually, it would be really interesting to see like the drop shot percentage like count on Masters compared to juniors, right?
Yeah. Garn is 49 apparently. So, oh wait, no, that's still not the oldest. We were just talking about 50s.
Guard is like 51 or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, doing pretty good. Mopar turned 51 like 2 years ago. Yeah, it was
He
his
did,
birthday too.
yeah.
Well done.
Drake is holding that sick pose on the front
Oh,
camera.
so smudgy. They look like no one around.
I have not seen. That was the first time that I've seen Captain Morgan in
Well
like
done.
3 games time.
Yeah. Surely it was just like chilling in some corner or something.
Yeah, probably sitting around like I don't even know where you'd sit. Like that's so off, like so out
I
of
mean,
the
green
blind
snake,
spots.
maybe like
Maybe, but he's just in blue.
maybe
so-
like a red box or something.
yeah.
I don't know.
So Zeropa leading the pack on a very close top 4. Actually,
Well
Yeah.
done.
it's very very close. Arbol is definitely holding his ground. Robo having a bloody stinker, like stinker, as in like a good, like
Yeah,
he's having a hot game
he's
basically.
stinking it up. You could say.
Member leveled
That's
up.
crazy.
Well done.
He's like decided, no, I'm not going to sit there and take 12 tags anymore. I'm going to take this like a real man and go and
done.
just destroy everything.
Sure. See, Celtic and blue too.
Member leveled up.
Yeah.
Well
Celtic.
done.
Celtic.
Celtic.
I
Celtic.
still don't know what it is.
Arbol potentially leading the fray. Oh, he's just been taken over by
It's fine,
Zeropa.
But like Arbol has been playing pretty consistently like
Yeah.
in these games. Right?
Absolutely.
He's definitely in contention for podium at least. Right?
hmm It's pulling the
Oh,
the
he's-
gap from Gus a little bit. Oh, he's
there's Morgan. I see him.
holy.
He's going front door. Front door blue.
Now, the one thing I do want to mention is that Bubbles is having a bit of a rougher game this
Well
one.
done.
Yeah,
He is
that
sitting
is
on 2.8,
Yeah.
which is not going to be great for him. If he continues at that rate, I think this is his low drop.
Yeah.
I don't have him written
It's not
down.
written down, right?
No.
Member leveled up.
Yeah, I
Well
think I
done.
do think he had like one other kind of mid game too, right?
Yeah. This is
So-
most definitely Robo's high drop, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Arbel's 4th at the moment. This could pull Arbel into a 3rd.
Gus up there too. Like at the moment, I think pretty sure it's like Gus.
Oh, Jet getting
Who's
termed.
that?
Where was that? A
That
blue.
was in blue. Was it like a half-eye breach or something? Like,
Potentially.
I didn't see what else.
Who is this blue ref? Is that a Zoran?
I'm not sure. I didn't see.
Packing has fallen off. Has fallen off anymore? Yeah, I don't think packing is in. Yeah, as well. Okay, right.
I don't think
packing's in this
I don't
anymore.
think
Yeah,
Packing's packing too good.
yeah, like 5.1, 3.5, and 4 point. Yeah, he's at 2.8.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bit rough. That's probably packing's like still one more game, but it's probably packing's podium spot
Yeah.
gone.
Like there's one more game after this, right? So, like,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, absolutely. But Arbel, this is a big game for Arbel, so this could pull Arbel's
Yeah.
third
like
score
5
up.
already. He could get a few more tags and get
Leveled
up to like the 5-6
Well
kind of area.
Yeah, Gus having a good game.
Leveled
Bubbles
up.
just still having a
Well done.
a stinker, man. None of the points are near him, and he's just getting doubles.
Oh, so yeah.
Game over. Please.
And that
proceed to
is this
exit.
game. Yeah, look, it's pretty clear who's won this already.
Yeah.
Like, we have seen MST Zeropa basically take the cake.
Yep.
Conveniently.
You can get like a 1K, get a drop game and
Yeah,
still win.
he can literally go in and not play this game and probably still win. He won't do that, but just in
Return
case.
the
But
Yeah.
pack to the rack with the same
he's
name.
sitting at 6.3, 5.7, 7.8, and 6.1, like rounded up. So
Yeah.
he is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this will be Arbel's drop game high. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gus had a 5.6.
So I think Gus is in second still, right?
Yeah, so that isn't a Gus drop game. So he had 5.7 is his drop.
Yeah.
Packing, yeah, meh. Stingray 4-3. I'll write that.
Yeah, I think Dragon's been like consistently up there.
Dragon
they-
is
they might
could
be a
low
sneak-
key.
they might be a
Could
sneak
be
team.
low key, right?
Yeah, Stinger's up there too.
Yeah, absolutely. Robo had an excellent game this game. He got on a tag streak of 11.
Oh,
Big dog.
That's crazy. Arbor was on fire for 2 minutes too.
Yeah, no,
Well,
this
nothing.
was a great Arbel game.
Yeah, for sure. See, prime Arbor. Oh, still interesting to see what like Jack got that turn for too.
Yeah,
We
guess
got
we'll
the
have
end of it, but like not what happened. Really.
yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, as we go into game 4 of the JNRS.
Yep.
How old is Infused Junior? I swear he looks older than
I thought he was like 15 or something.
Really.
Maybe?
And he's just like a big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I thought he was like 17.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, he's 17. Yeah, because he's been playing juniors. He played in
Like 2 years? Yeah.
played in Bendigo, he played in Hobart.
Yeah.
And Albury, obviously, right? So he's been playing juniors for quite a while.
Yeah.
Um,
So this is game 4.5, otherwise known as game 4 for the juniors.
Yep.
There's still 3 more games in total, including this one to get played. And yeah, we could potentially see if this is another big Moss game, this is going to be Moss's decider for junior title, and see who. Otherwise, if there's something otherwise,
Get ready to
is there
play.
like a title that you get for juniors?
I don't think
Is it like
I think
prince? Is it like
there
prince
is.
and princess?
I don't.
Because it's queen and master for masters and women's, right?
Is it Queen? I
Yeah,
haven't had
because
yeah.
Queen Church.
Get ready.
Yeah, okay.
Go.
Yeah, I haven't actually heard one for juniors. Surely there's something right, but I haven't heard like.
Yeah. The youngest junior would be 12, and I believe that's Fibonacci. Oh, he's 13, I think.
I think it's a pack swap on Keelos
On
too.
Kurlos, I did see that then.
Hills and Mez just running down.
Yeah.
We see Shaz last lying in green again.
She loves that 7, bro.
Yeah. Surely she takes it some point.
Been holding that base for so
Yeah.
long, man.
It didn't,
And Queen Shifter, we did
didn't-
get Queen Shifter
didn't
this.
even put a shot it.
Yeah. Pandas off to a nice roaring game. Fibonacci actually getting it a couple tags as well.
Yeah.
Fibonacci's worked it out, bro. Here comes his 18k, I'm telling you.
Oh, downloaded sequencing. Crazy.
Dirtbag having a good one. Innie having a rougher
Wait,
start.
it's like they're all around red now.
Yeah, there's quite a few. That's only 3, man. Like,
Where are they?
it's got to be
It's like
Green
a-
Snake, right?
Green
Like,
Snake? Yeah. I was
we're
like,
not going to be able to see it, but look, Innie's walking around trying to find
I think that's
people.
right. Someone got
Oh.
turned. Oh,
Oh no, kill us 3! He comes out of a
think
pack
that
swap
would-
and gets termed
I think that would have been he entered and he
and didn't
call
say
entering.
entering.
That's so rough.
You have to call entering when doing a pack swap, otherwise you get termed, and we reckon that he's just done that.
Yeah.
So
That's like one of the rough ones.
yeah,
Like,
it's definitely one of the hardest terms you can get. It's like falling over in a dumped base. Like it's
yeah.
it's like
just one of those silly things that you walk in and then straight afterwards you're like, oh,
yeah,
you know?
absolutely. Panda's off to a nice strong game with Dirtbag close behind. Wherever these red packs are going crazy. I think the red packs have been up there. Any slow game. Moss, what is Moss doing, brother? Did I curse him? What? He's got 460 points.
I mean, you can see him walking over the green snake now. But yeah, he's having a roughie.
He's heard me now. He's gonna lock back in. Innie's sitting on the mares. Dirtbag's on the
Dirtbag there,
mares.
Contesting, Shaz reloading. We see some people on blue front door too.
Rizzler getting 1700 points right now, so he's doing some good work. I think.
Surely
that was-
Rizzler can still pull it back. Like
I reckon he can.
He's had one mid game, one kind of low drop game already.
Yeah, he's had his low drop.
Surely it looks like at the moment it's like between Moss and Pandas, right?
Moss Pandas, and then like the third, yeah. Absolutely. Umber and Fibonacci kind of hanging around in that blue. I was about to say that the ramp play definitely slowed down a bit, but we do see Rat kind of hanging back up there. That was like Rat's spot for the past couple games.
Yeah, for sure. Some jelly having a way for someone in the mids. Quite a few
Is that
people
Rizzler?
really-
That is some crazy work.
Holy, what is that?
That is some crazy work.
Oh, return himself into a ball
Yeah.
in the corner.
Domain expansion, sphere. He just becomes spherical. No, but he is currently cooking. He's got 2.5k.
Yeah.
Moss has picked it back up. He's like went from 50 points to 1900. So
He
like,
heard you.
I'm telling you,
I was like, all right, yeah, you're gonna lock it in now.
thank you, Moss, my goat. Innie's having a rougher one. Shaz is having an okay one. Jelly's having a rougher game in the last game. Arden's low-key been on that sleeper, like,
Yeah, sleeper pick surely. Like if she has one good game, like
Yeah.
it's one of the next. She's on it.
this is game 4 of juniors, Emmy. So one more game of each.
Yeah. Probably Dirtbag is up there too. Like I haven't
Dirtbag
never written down.
Dirtbag had one really bad game.
Yeah.
Like it was terrible.
Mm.
But then his other games were like okay, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's like sleeper 6th or something.
Yeah.
All the action of blue. Fibonacci and Umbra are kind of hanging around.
People are just doing laps with blue, like going around circles.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just the walking now. There's not even some people are running, some people are just walking around. Dirtbag's Loki cooking. He's got 3,500.
Member leveled
Just
up.
kind of a fight for
Well
first
done.
between those two right now. They've pulled away from Pandas a bit. Moss is currently coming back for that
Moss is coming
climb.
up.
Member
Yeah, man,
leveled
it's just
up.
all everything's a
done.
blue. Everything is a bloody blue.
Moss and fire for like almost 2 minutes now.
Yeah.
So he's like gotten the hang of it somewhere, surely.
28 to 20. Yeah, Dirtbag's 33 to 17. So
Moss with 11 tag streak. Surely he's just like found a good snipe spot and just locking in.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Member leveled up. Well done. Member leveled up. Well done.
Rizzler's kind of, it's just a fight for first, man. Moss is close behind, but it's like that top 3 each game has been so close, and then
Yeah.
like 4th and 5th is just kind of like,
Yeah.
it just drops off.
But I feel like Moss has had like a few good games. It is probably in first.
Yeah.
He's probably more of a lock.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way that Moss doesn't win,
Yeah.
which is going to be Moss's second juniors that he's won, because he won Bendigo, right? That's when we
I
started.
believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting some confirmation from my PA. So this will be his second juniors win if he does take this, which he most likely will.
Surely, like, yeah, Rizzler can still get podium, I think. If it's this good game, which is happening now, then other good games.
This will put Rizzler well back. This will put Rizzler in like in second. It depends, like if he drops his drop, right? Like,
Yeah.
Member leveled up. Well done.
which he might. It's 1.5 minutes, and he's got 5K.
Yeah.
Like his drop is 5.5 right now. Moss is at 5, meaning that he's got another 5 under his belt.
Can I just like disperse now? Like, moved away.
Innie's pulling back up. I think currently Moss, Rizzler, Innie are like the 3 that are
Yeah,
podiuming.
Like, you reckon Pandas is still up there?
Member leveled up. Well done.
Like, is
4.4 and 4.7, and this is a 3.3. Innie's had 4.8, 4.3, and 4.6.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
Innie's definitely holding it right now.
For sure.
Member leveled up. Well done.
Last 24 seconds of the game, just some final bits of points, bits and bobs. I think Rat is going to be like that low key 5th, low key 6th. I reckon he's going to be 5th, 6th, like hanging around that. He's been really consistent. Pandas is 3rd. Nufa's saying, okay, good to know. It's close, isn't it, Nufa? Surely it would be.
Member leveled up.
Yeah.
Well
Rizzler does
done.
hit the
Member
6K,
leveled up.
so like, if he
Well
just
done.
pops off
Game
next
over.
game, we could.
Please
get
proceed
that.
to exit.
The problem is I didn't write down Panda's first game, and
Yeah.
Panda's first game could have been like massive, and I don't know. Yeah, Rizzler having a ginormous game, 6.2. So he's dropped his drop. So he now has a 5.5 and a 4.3 to work with. He's dropped his 2.4.
Yep.
Let's go 6.3. Moss has 5.2. Dirtbag has 5.4. I didn't write down Dirtbag. Pandas had 3.3. Shock is telling me to check Discord, so he might have something for me.
Yeah.
Innie's got 4.4 rounded up. Panda's first game was 3-3. So he's had basically the same game. He just dropped that first game. And now he's got 4.4, 4.7, and 3.3 to work with, meaning that Innie should be in 3rd, I think.
Interesting. And who's in 2nd?
I'm sorry, the invincible thing started playing. Yeah.
Too committed to the bit.
Moss is currently winning.
Yeah.
Is what this is telling me. Thank you for this information, Shock. I really appreciate
How
it.
much is he winning by?
1.5k average.
Yeah. Okay. So he's locked.
Yeah.
He's locked. Then Rizzler is second.
Yes? No.
No.
I don't know. These aren't sorted, but like that's like a clear gap, right? And then it's like these other. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Anyway.
So, final game of Masters we've got going in. We're currently playing for second and third. We kind of have first hot and locked. MST Zeropa is taking the cake this year. Very keen to see who has podiums with him. We're aiming to see that it will be Gus and potentially Bubbles, but Bubbles did have a rougher game, so it might be Arbor.
Yeah, for sure. Like if Arbor has an absolute like amazing game this one,
Yeah.
still up there. He could sneak podium still. But yeah.
Oh, Shock is saying that hadn't removed the best and worst. He hasn't removed best and worst. Yeah, so it's average without best and worst. Thank you, Mr. Shock, for that information. Thank you.
That being said, next game's gotta start.
They're all knackered, man.
You can see it.
All them old knees. They're struggling to getting around now.
Surely they're like all complaining about walking up the stairs or something.
Get
Gosh
ready to
damn,
go.
newbies. Where's my walking stick?
Yeah, they need to install the chairlift.
I might be Masters #1 op right now. I'm going to come out, they're going to watch the stream, I'm going to get bashed tomorrow, all again.
Get ready. Go.
True. Oh, it is midweeks tonight. I might be screwed. I'll just buy everyone bloody...
I'm so sorry. Let's go watch the comment.
Yeah, legit. Here's a
Watch it on
here's a Long Island iced tea. Are we keen to see Zeropa just not do anything? I wish that he knew where he was, because I would be keen to just watch him and like go in and see him play lefty or something, and just like
Surely he just troll. Oh, we see him in red now.
yeah, okay,
Surely he's just trolling. Like he can afford it.
yeah.
But, like he looks like it's not. That's-
so confident.
Just throw, yeah.
You have your pack clipped up. You're just walking around, like
You put the pack on. You put the pack on backwards, so like the chest sensor's on the front, the back sensor. Robo's off to a ripper, mate. Robo locked in. He's like figured it out.
Ness going kind of crazy.
Nesca has also locked in.
He's back on top. Roper's up there on top still. I don't think he's playing lefty. Oh, with his pack clipped up either.
Oh yeah. Moo was saying the changeover between Masters and Juniors is always fun, poking fun at the other group as we filter in and out of the arena. I can imagine,
Yeah.
because it'd be like, get out of the way, grandpas, I'm going in. Or like, you have no idea what a big score is, you whippersnapper. You didn't see Butzer back in '86. Zeropa is 1100 average point of ahead of Gus, who is second. Clean. Nesca's having a good game. Yeah, Nesca started off well. Mopar's having a better one as well.
That's the weird thing about like the top games, right? Of like you can get to the second last game as already decided. Like if someone goes crazy, it's just gonna be dropped anyway, right?
Yeah. Now, interestingly enough, Nufa also says that Gus is 600 points of clear of Arbor in third.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
theoretically speaking, Arbor has a really good game and Gus has a really bad game. That could swap it.
Yeah.
Like, that could shift it.
For sure. Team of Game Juniors versus Masters.
Surely that's, like, not
Sure.
fair. Like,
No.
it's like experience versus young knees. Who wins?
Bro, they're just playing out all the drop shots on it already.
Yeah, legit. The moment one of them hits a drop shot, it's game over. Like,
I haven't gone down that low since the 80s. That being said, though, Drake is pretty low right now. So
Drake is pretty low. But Drake is like a fresh master. Like,
yeah. Yeah, he just hasn't gone that low since the 90s.
Yeah, early 2000s. Packing having a better game. Mopar having a good one in this game. It's unfortunate that Mopar hasn't been doing as well.
Yeah.
Like, this would have been a great game to have for Mopar. Drake doing well at the start. Zeropa's doing okay. Bubbles is pulling it.
Yeah.
Arbor, though, having a bit of a shock. Like,
Not doing as good for sure.
now, I'm curious, Nufa, do you have the numbers for Arbor and I'm assuming it's Bubbles in 4th and like the difference between them?
Yeah.
Because if Arbor has a really bad game and Bubbles has a really good game, could that shift that up and the podium swaps? We'll see if he responds. I think the chat's like is like 2 minutes delayed or something. No?
That should be fine.
Word?
Yeah. Good one, Cameron. Jet is always that low. She doesn't need a neutral shot.
Mopar 24 to 13. He's found his spot. Robo's been low key cooking these past 3 games. He low key been cooking. So they watch the stream and watch how diabolical we've been. Oh, who was that? Is that
Another
Celtic?
one.
It's
It is
Celtic.
Celtic.
Oh, Celtic. Sorry.
Look at Erica. She's using the half height as a full height. That's crazy.
Standing at full, like vertical.
Right.
Dragon is 4th, 4.1k average on Stingray.
Yeah.
Thank you,
okay.
Nufa. Thank you for being the numbers guy.
Because I will like yelling at someone in Mez like,
Get off my lawn!
like, back in my day we didn't have a Mez.
So Stingray has Loki been on the cook. Like, sitting in 5th, Dragon currently in 4th. But it's very clear who's taken the cake.
Yeah. Master Reaper. Yeah. Surely Bubbles can have a good one. Get in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Leveled up. Well done.
I will have less of a good game still, right? Like, do you know what's happening? Like, surely he's just getting shot in random places. It's like,
Member leveled up. Well
Yeah,
done.
legit. Bro, Neska's gone crazy, actually.
yeah.
3.2?
Just going insane.
Yeah, holding that 117% tag ratio. Chilling.
Member
Absolutely
leveled up.
chilling.
Yeah.
Well done.
Nichols having a bit of a harder one. Captain Morgan, Arbor. It's like the pros and cons of the ramp, right? Like if you sit up on the ramp for too long, you either have like 1,000% tag ratio or like 2. Like it's like you either just get shot from every angle or you are the angles.
Well done.
Drake using that half height as the full height there.
Oh,
It's just because of the dip. The dip makes it look so funny because it even makes tall players look short.
yeah.
After these finals are done, PAs, are we like obviously the camera goes out over there. Do we still commentate in here or is it full audio out there? Okay, yeah.
Member leveled up. Well done.
Chilling.
It's like, yeah, chilling. Mopar's having a fantastic game. Bubbles has pulled this game back as well. Neska's low-key chilling. Look at her. Low-key chill.
People slowly walking up the ramp to reload.
Bro, is Zeropa going to drop his highest? Sure. Imagine if Zeropa dropped his highest here at 7.8.
I mean, there's a minute left. Like,
I don't think it's possible. How do you spell daddy? Zeropa. Like,
Well
Oh.
done.
feel the MST at the start, bro.
true. MSTZEROPA. Just owns the arena.
Surely he can change it mid comp.
I don't think he can. He so should be allowed to. Bro, there's like 17 people in bloody blue
Member
right now.
leveled up.
Imagine he
Well
like
done.
pre-ordered a Spartan shirt that had
Member leveled
MST Reaper.
No, that'd be so aura. Imagine rocking up like next day after winning Masters with MSTs.
Imagine showing up.
Leveled up. Well done.
Yeah.
Imagine he shows up.
He brings
plays
it in.
Plays Masters in the Master Race.
Member leveled up.
That'd be so aura. That'd be insane aura.
Yes, I'm like, all right, guys, I had this bet earlier. Like a... No, he has it underneath his shirt.
Yeah, no, surely it's like stripper mentality. Like he like tears it off Velcro style and it's like under there and passes it on.
Well done. Member leveled up. Well done.
Yeah, okay.
Game over.
We'll pipe
Please
down.
proceed
Yeah.
to exit.
So Zeropa's taking this game 5.9k. We're not going to be talking too much about this game because the Masters are going to be coming out while the juniors play their final.
Thank you for
But
playing
there's the
Phaser
standings.
Zone.
Drake's had a great game. Packy's had a good game.
Remember
Zeropa's
to
had a
shout
pretty good
your
game.
name on your phaser. Until the two front
We've just
phasers
finished the Masters
turn
game.
Pack
Just the
comes out with
juniors.
the same
They're
name.
coming out now.
So that should be coming out if we check the.
And yeah, that was Masters for 2025. We'll announce the results directly after the juniors. I didn't realize all the kids were like,
yeah,
all of them were just sitting there and like. So yeah, congrats to all of our Masters. Playing that game. If I say it really quietly, Zeropa's drop game was 5.7k. So he played off a 6.3, a 7.8, a 6.1, and a 5. A 6. Like rounded up.
I think a lot of people know who we are. We won already. So.
Yeah. Just hand bro the trophy already. All good.
Give them the MST Roper jersey.
We're just going to go full ASMR. Alrighty, guys, going into the juniors game. We'll see if Moss is able to take the cake or if someone is able to dethrone him. I don't think it'll be possible, but let's see. Everyone's sounding to be in good spirits, which is good. ASMR limbo. That M should be an L, mate.
Okay, last game of juniors, guys.
You gotta like do the. Have you seen the one dude on TikTok that like puts a cheese grater over and he goes like he just destroys it, hits it with a pan, like
Yeah, do we have a pan here available?
oh, that's so hard. He did it. Cameron, shut your rat lips. That's big. So he
That's like second.
yeah. That's his second
Get
podium.
ready to play.
Oh, well, congrats to our Masters. And going into our juniors game, we are going to talk a little bit quieter, like just so like we can be respectful and like the Masters don't keep out like,
Get
yep, this
ready,
person won.
go.
But like it doesn't matter as much. Rat lips.
Oh,
So yeah, just the first half of the game. Box is pretty clear cut, playing for a second and third right now.
still like Panda's up there, any up there. Kieran, maybe Rizzler's second currently.
Yeah, absolutely. Umbra seems to be doing okay. It's had 2 tags, gotten tagged twice.
Having a rough one.
Yeah. Innie and Rizzler off to a really strong start. They're both sitting at a very similar set of tags / tag ratio. Deimos, I believe that's Deimos playing in blue. Yeah, kind of hanging around with Rizzler as well. Now, I believe Rizzler has found these newbies, like the newer junior players, and is low-key been farming them based on their reaction. Hello, Jelly! So the Masters can take their post-game nap. No, that's a good comment. That's such a good comment.
They do seem pretty rowdy right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they've taken their meds. Like they're still
They're off the bed.
they're going crazy out there.
Looking for their walkers.
It's bingo night.
It is. Yeah, we should bring Bingo to Drinkies.
Ole.
Bingo at Drinkies Woo.
Moss! What? Azorin is on smoke with these terminations. He's gotten 4 in these 10 games.
Zoran's actually locked in as a ref right now.
Yeah,
He's
he is on smoke. Rizzler hanging with a 22, really pulling the lead away from Innie right now. Infused Junior also doing quite well in this game.
Yeah, for sure.
We haven't seen Infused Junior do as well in these previous games, but this is a pretty good game for him currently.
Bro, Moss is just like chilling.
Moss is too chill. He's too chill on that
He's
pillar.
just, like, not even on the pillar, just like next to it, be like, oh,
Yeah.
3 tags.
Off to get the early bird dinner specials. That's crazy.
The Bowls Club does have some pretty good deals.
Bowls Club. Moss went over the half height. Oh, I see. Okay, fair enough. It's a common mistake, but like, wait, which half height? Oh, the half height of the inside ones. Yeah, yeah. I see. I see. I see. It doesn't matter. He's still got almost equal pack points to Rizzler. Like, minus the term. Panda's hanging on the ramp right now. Watch Moss get first after this. Like, probably. Like, it's his home arena. Moss has been playing it since he was like 8.
Moss
so
just like drop. It's still wins.
it's the Zoper effect, right? Like, you could get a 1k now and probably win.
You just troll the game.
Yeah.
You get like 5 terms.
Yeah.
You can just like
Rizzler's like just like genuinely doesn't have like no matter how high of a game he gets, like his high is not high enough. Like
for Rizzler.
yeah. Any starting off slower. Fibonacci kind of chilling around. Infused Junior seems to be playing in green a bit up on the ramp. Arden's doing okay. Shaz is having a better game this game. I think Shaz starts off pretty good and then kind of falls off. I kind of worry that it's like it's having a few games.
Maybe when like everyone moves to a different spot, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Be stopped a bit.
Absolutely. Moss sitting in 2200, about 600 points behind first, but Infused Junior is currently sitting in second.
That's pretty good too.
Rat has been sitting up on the ramp, but it doesn't look like he is here this game, so he might be hanging around like front door of green.
I mean, he was just there. I think he just ran down into green.
Yeah, no, he's in green right there. That's him there, I think.
Just ran down.
The
You see Keelos up on the ramp
Yeah.
as well.
There's always like one up there,
Yeah.
like, and then the one kicks off the second, and sometimes the seconds will fight, but there's definitely never 3.
I mean, the ramp is pretty good if you're uncontested.
Yeah.
Especially if you're tall enough to see over it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Shaz is tweaking out based on that reaction that she just had with
Leveled up.
standing off with Curlos
Well
3.
done.
Dirtbag's in green. Umbra's just kind of chilling around, looking around.
Keelos is really trying to find the tag.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think any knows. I don't think any knows. I don't think any knows. Oh, no, she just...
Shaz comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Sniped it.
So Rizzler really pulling away from second right now, getting a 4. I think Rizzler's pretty set for second right now.
Yeah.
So the play for third is currently between Pandas, Ini, and
Surely, like,
Rat?
either Rat or Dirtbag, surely. Like,
Yeah, I think so.
we should have written more names down.
Yeah, absolutely. I only wrote the top 3 from the first game, and then just the 4th one later.
Well done.
We do have that thing that Shock sent me, but yeah. I think, like, if Ini has a solid game, this is probably her in third, which she did just get a third in women, so two trophies in one day, I'd be pretty happy with.
It's pretty.
Member leveled up. Well done.
So yeah, coming into the last 2 minutes of the final game of juniors, Rizzler is taking a lead. Infused Juniors following, actually not too far behind.
She had 7 tag streak too. They look
Yeah.
very keen for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Moss is actually equal to Rizzler right now with that term.
Yep.
Rat's having a good one. Shaz, this is probably one of Shaz's better starts that she's had.
Yep.
She's definitely holding on to that 4th spot really well.
The rap is like,
Yeah, like one of them's reloading, but like
User leveled up.
yeah,
Well
for sure,
done.
for sure, for sure, for sure. We do have a couple hanging around in green, but like most of the action's in blue. Yeah, look at that front door.
yeah,
Crazy.
so many people there actually.
Member
Going
leveled up.
crazy.
Well done.
I think with Panda's game being this low, I think Ini's guaranteed for third based on these results currently.
That's good.
Member
Yeah.
leveled up. Well done.
Surely it's like Moss, Rizzler, any.
Yeah.
You gotta be happy with the double trophy.
Yeah, I know for sure. She might be a bit more disappointed than she was in juniors, but like whatever.
Member leveled up.
Rizzler
Member
taking a
leveled up.
piece,
Well
5-3, Moss at 4-7. Moss is just holding his ground against Rizzler right now, even with that term. So close, within 500 points.
The Hobart lads are dueling each other in blue too.
Yeah. I think Jelly would probably surely know he's not doing super well.
Yeah.
And who better to feed, right? Like, if I don't get it, you will.
That's,
Leveled
that's
up.
the same thing.
Well
with,
done.
like, same thing as Masters. After in like the 4th, 5th game,
Yeah,
certain people know that it's like guaranteed out.
yeah, absolutely.
Some people start memeing, doing silly stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Member leveled up.
Um,
Well done.
So yeah,
that should be wrapped. 3 seconds left.
that's it. So
over.
unless
Please proceed to
it's
exit.
unless I haven't been counting rat scores, but unless Rat had like if his games were really average, then the podium for juniors looks like it's Moss in first, Rizzler in second, and Innie in third. But Rat might be in third. I think Pandas is just a little bit too far out of it with this game and his other 3.3s. So very well done to all of our players from Masters and Juniors. We will be kind of going over to the award, like the
Lobby cam,
the lobby cam, the presentation, very shortly, and yeah, we'll just wait for all these juniors to get out. I'm gonna run out of these scores, so no evidence is left. What would we like me to draw?
Surely a Shingus is coming.
Shingus? What do you mean? How do I draw a Shingus? It's literally
Just draw red.
yeah. Wait.
It's kind of crazy.
Shingus. 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 Do you guys use Shingus? Hell yeah.
I don't think anyone does.
I was like, we had no com for it, and Shingus was just like a word that I was saying, and I was like, surely we just call it Shingus. So my team started calling it Shingus, and it just stuck like shit on a wall. Like, yeah.
It's so funny. Like, I've talked to so many teams that just like grudgingly using it.
Yeah,
It's like
legit.
everyone else is.
People are like, what does it mean? You're like, it's just Shingus. Like, it doesn't actually have a meaning. Yeah, Shingus is Shingus. I have like a jersey. I don't know if you saw me wearing it yesterday, but Rat made a Calamity jersey with Shingus written on the back of it, and I got a Shingus jersey, so I'm pretty happy with it. What?
Do you know about it?
I didn't know. No, he just handed it to me. I was like,
It's me. It's me.
Yeah. that bro keeps deciding that he wants to like change his alias from Rat to Shingus. I'm like, you're going to your first Nats as Rat. You cannot change now, bro. Like, so yeah, that is Masters and Juniors. We are absolutely chilling.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, thank you for watching. I think we're swapping over to the camera very shortly. So yeah, we'll see you soon.
All right. So, first off, thank you for everyone for your participation today, and thank you to everyone who refed, AEC, Master Refed, and all the other things. Commentators, yeah. Good job. Now, I'm going to start off with Masters because they're old and don't have much time left. Sorry, my bad. All right. So, we'll just do one clap for the first, and then we'll get the final three up to the front, okay? So, in 17th with 807 points for their average score, Celtic. 16th with 1,673, Jet. 15th with 2,563, Nessica. 14th with 2,720, Drake. 13th with 2,733, Captain Morgan. 12th with 2,963, Robo. 11th with 3,073, Master Guardian. 10th with 3,327, Nickel. 9th with 3,367, Garn. 8th with 4,047, Master Mopar. 7th with 4,133, Dragon. 6th with 4,297, Packing. 5th with 4,387, Arbol. 4th with 4,430, Stingray. Can I get the remaining three up to the front, please? Now I'll read through all the average scores first, and then I'll go through the listing. Third place had an average score of 4,603. Second place had an average score of 5,070. And first place had an average score of 5,970. In third place with 4,603, Bubbles. In second place with 5,070, Gustus. Which does mean your Masters champion for 2025 is Soropa with 5,970. Congratulations. Group in nicely for a photo for Raven, please. Wait, look.
Oh, we don't have much time.
Hey, that's what I said. I mean it in the nicest way possible. Alrighty, now moving on to our juniors. So, as I did with Masters, I'm going to do the same here. So, single claps. In 14th with an average score of 847, Umbra. 13th, 1,887, Fibonacci. 12th, 3,290, Shaz. 11th, 3,373, Infuse Junior. 10th, 3,483, Jellyhawk. 9th, 3,570, Kielos. 8th, 3,583, Arden. 7th, 3,727, Deimos. 6th, 3,883, Pandas. 5th, 3,917, Dirtbag. 4th, 4,190, Rat. Can we get everyone else to the front, please? All right, so I'm going to say all the scores once again. In third place with an average score of 4,433. Second place with an average score of 5,083. And first place with an average score of 5,163. Y'all kept it close. So, third place, Innie. In second place, Rizla. And that does mean your juniors champion for 2025 is Moss. Congratulations. 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 Look at Raven. Hug each other and look at Raven. Thank you. The drop of the face. Well done, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much, Wildcard.